Just about to install a new windscreen. Let's get cracking. Just kidding. Hey, good morning guys. Tush coming at you. Sunday, September 7th. And we're just coming up to 11 o'clock in the morning. A little chilly out in the garage this morning. It's about 18 degrees Celsius, so probably about 65, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Feeling a little bit like fall out there. But a nice day all the less. So anyway, we're going to try to install a new glass today in the windscreen for the 6D TR3A. So we've got the new glass out here in the driveway. I've had it for some time, so hopefully it's not broken in the box. I ordered this on 3/3/2009, so it's been sitting in the basement since then. So anyway, hopefully it's the right piece of glass. Hopefully it's not broken inside. I don't have much recourse as far as returning it now. So first thing I'm going to do is unpack that, make sure it's not cracked before I go ahead and disassemble the windscreen. Alright guys, we'll try to take you along the way. Talk to you later. Wish me luck. Alright guys, glass is unpacked and it seems to have survived, which is a good thing. So I got a little bit of a green tint to it, which is what I wanted. So this piece of glass cost $187, including the delivery and the boxing, etc. So not too expensive, but still expensive enough that I don't want to break it. Made in China. Anyway, we'll get this cleaned up, or actually I'll leave it for a minute or two, and then we'll start disassembling the actual frame over there and see how we do. Alright, we'll put this somewhere safe. Talk to you in a minute. Guys, I've never taken one of these apart before, so you and I are going to do it together. So the first thing I'm going to do is take these side stanchion pieces off, and we'll see where we go from there. I'm not sure whether I have to remove the seals or not, but we'll get to that. I'm hoping it could be installed, new glass can be installed without having to remove the seals, because I heard they're a bit of a bitch to get back in, and I really don't want to have to take it out if I don't have to. Anyway, we'll see what happens once we get the side stanchions off. Alright guys. Just a quick note on the screws, and I'd heard about this being the case, but I just wanted to take a video of it. So notice that the top two screws are shorter and the bottom screw is longer. So you got to make sure that you put those screws back in the right order. If you put that long screw in the top spot, it's going to crack the glass, so that's kind of important. So anyway, I've got the upright, I can't remember if this is called the stanchion piece, but whatever, it fits on the inside of this like this. So we're going to clean those up in the meantime before we reassemble. So just wanted to take a quick shot of that. Alright guys. Alright, I got both stanchions off now, and next thing I see are these two little screws in the side here. So I'm going to pull those out and see where we get to. And there are a couple more screws below the seal in the bottom corner on both sides, so we've got to remove those as well. So I'm going to remove the bottom seal. I'm not sure if there's some more screws down in the center, so just take note that the bottom seal actually sort of flips out to the front of the car. So, and that's how it seals against the scuttle, so we'll just keep a note of that. Hopefully I'll be able to get the seal back in. I don't have a new seal, so I might be getting a new one. Apparently dish liquid and slide it in is the way to do it, but I heard that's a pain in the butt, so looking forward to that already. Corner pieces that sort of fit here on the corner, I've just taken those out of the channel, so you can see where the screws go in to hold that corner in. So I've just taken that out, and I'm going to take the other side out. So I've got the glass out of the top channel, and I just wanted to take a quick shot just to make sure, obviously when you're putting the glass back in, you see the glass has got a little bit of a curvature to it, so I just wanted to make sure that I took a quick note of which way the glass actually goes back in the frame. You can sort of see the curvature in the frame itself, but I just want to make sure I'm not going to try to force it back the other way. So I would just take a quick shot of that. Alright? Alright, there it is apart. The bottom channel is just really, after you get the screws out, is just a pressure fit. So just a little bit of pressure to get that off the bottom. So what I've heard to do now is, obviously I think you can buy a gasket material for around these windscreens, but I hear that the new gaskets are a little too thick and people have had problems getting the windscreen back into the frame. So what I've been told to do, or what I've read up on, is to actually wrap the edges in vinyl tape. So I'm going to do that on the new windscreen. We'll do a quick wrap in vinyl tape, and then we will try to reassemble without cracking the glass. Alright guys, Oh, by the way, you didn't really need to take that seal off the bottom. If you could endeavor to get the seals back in the corner by sort of pushing them in with a screwdriver from where you expose the screw heads, if you could get that little section back in okay, you wouldn't have to remove the entire seal. Anyway, we've gone ahead and done that, so maybe on the next time I do a windscreen for a TR3A, I'll maybe try to do it the opposite way. Alright guys, before we reassemble, I just gave everything a good clean. I cleaned out all the channels in the top and bottom rails. I cleaned off the stanchions and the stanchion plates. So we're ready to go for reassembly. I got my roll of vinyl tape over there, so we're going to coat the edges of the new windscreen with the vinyl tape after we clean up all the stickers and shit off of the new windscreen. Hopefully this stuff will come off okay. Anyway, that's it for now. Come back. Okay guys, quick update. We've done 3 rounds of the vinyl tape on the outside of the windscreen, so we're going to see if that fits in the windscreen. We may have to add another round or 2, or we might have to subtract. We'll have to see how tightly it fits in the screen. So I started with 3, and like I said, might have to add or subtract. Anyway, we'll give her a shot and see how she sits in the frame. We've reinstalled the inner corner brackets loosely, just screwed them in the bottom. You can see they're just loose in the channel. So we'll move that up and see if we can affix the side screws. Okay, the glass is in successfully. I did use 5 rounds of the vinyl tape around the outside of the windscreen. It seems to be fitting fairly snugly now. I've got the little set screws back in the corners and on the sides of the frame. So that part's done. So we're going to go on to replacing the stanchions and the bottom seal, hopefully. Alright guys. To put that bottom seal on, I decided I'm going to go with the Sill Glide. It's supposed to be good for brake pads, calipers, rubber boots, fan belts, V-belts, weather stripping, trunk seals and bumpers, speedometer cables, window channels, hood strips and pads, and other rubber gaskets. So we're going to do that, and we'll see if we can slide that gasket in. Alright, we got the bottom seal back in, guys, with a little bit of effort. Not too bad. I actually did it twice, but I thought I might have put it in the wrong way the first time, but it was in the right way, so I had a little bit of practice. Anyway, well, I think it's in the right way. We'll find out, I guess, when we put it on the car. Anyway, we're on to the stanchions now, and stanchion guides, or whatever you want to call them. So we're going to install those, and we're going to, of course, keep an eye on which screws we put in. My other windscreen off, or down from the shelf, is I wanted to grab these little corner brackets. I don't have them on the windscreen that I'm installing from the parts car, so I'm going to steal these from this one. They're just a little finisher that goes in the corner here to keep that seal down. So I'm going to grab those off of this car, and we'll transfer them to that windscreen. Hey guys, just coming up to 2:30, and we've got the glass successfully installed and seals installed. So it's looking good. Needs a little bit of a cleaning after we get it on the car. It's just from handling. But yeah, she looks pretty good. Managed not to get it cracked so far. I'll keep my fingers crossed until we actually get it on the car. So, but yeah, so far so good. And looks a lot better than the cracked windscreen, that's for sure. It's got the same green tint as what was on the race car before, so that's a good thing. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably... I see this guy on the previous owner of the race car actually silicone the glass along the edges, and I think that's not a bad idea, especially along the bottom of this channel, because it still has an opportunity to get water in the bottom of that track. So I may run a bead of clear silicone along the bottom of that track and along the sides at least, just to keep the water from getting into that track. So anyway, we'll see once we get on the car, and we'll come back and we'll give you a final shot. Talk to you later, guys. Hey guys, just coming up to 4 o'clock, and the windscreen is back on the car successfully without being cracked. So that's a good thing. Looks good. First time I've seen a car without a cracked windshield, which is nice. It's always had a crack since I had it. So yeah, so we're happy with that. Wasn't too difficult. And it looks really good. It's got that little light green tint to it. Still needs to be cleaned a little bit with some Windex, but other than that, it fits well. Chrome looks good. So we're happy with that. Anyway, on to the next project. Oh, one more thing. I did put one more thing on the car last night. Not very exciting, but I thought I'd give you a show of it anyway. Here is a grab bar. Nice solid grab bar. Not something you would find in today's car. It'd be a good place to implant your teeth. So anyway, nice and solid. Talk to you later.